I was driving down a street today that I do not normally go down. I saw this sign. It said male and female hair. So I went in to see how much. I do not know why. I have always done my own hair ever since I was 11. I have never thought of having someone else do it until I saw that sign. When I walked through the door, I was greeted by a smile that lit up the shop. He was handsome, light complexion, about 6 feet. When I asked how much he would charge to wash and blow dry my hair, he told me,
I would do your hair as often as you want it for $150 a month.
that is the best line I have ever heard. Spencer Williams is the first man that caught my attention. I met Garrick and Albert while in high school, so I do not consider them men since I basically grew up with them, in my opinion. I did not immediately agree until after he did my hair the first time, in which he made me look beautiful. I started by getting my hair done once a week, or whenever there was somewhere I needed to go. We spend a lot of time together. Well, as much as possible, since I am married. Sometimes I just go hang out with him while he works. He makes me so happy. He is so full of excitement and laughter, and he has this awesome smile, and I swear his eyes twinkle. I am in love. Our friendship turned into a relationship. I am now working in the mail room for Kaiser Permanente, and we have an employee nurse on the premises. I went to see her because I was not feeling well, and for some reason, she did a pregnancy test. I remember when she asked me to come see her and finding out I was pregnant again. I knew immediately it was Spencer's baby because I had stopped having sex with Garrick after the abortion. The first opportunity I had, I took Ryan and went over to tell him. This was one thing I had not considered. Garrick knew I was seeing someone. He just didn't know who, although he did guess right one time. When he asked,
Is it Spencer?
it was a logical question, since I was getting my hair done at least once a week and would be gone more often than usual. Well, anyway, since Ryan was with me and she repeated everything she heard, I wrote down that I was pregnant. And after he read it, he got the biggest smile on his face. While we were discussing the excitement of a baby and what we were going to do, someone started banging on the door. After exchanging glances with each other, confirming that we both knew who it was, Spencer went to the door. Garrick was standing there, and he looked like he was going to kill. Everything sped up and slowed down at the same time. It got so ugly so quickly. Garrick was in a rage and yelling, threatening Spencer and me. I knew how he could get from seeing how he handled my stalker. With Ryan screaming, and for her safety, and the safety of the baby, and me, and Spencer, I ended up leaving with Garrick. I would not be able to live with myself if he would have hurt Spencer. So out of fear, I walked away from a wonderful, loving man and chose to stay with Garrick. I stayed away, and I convinced myself it was for the best, for other reasons, to the point that I believed it myself. My mother thought it was best to stay with Garrick instead of leaving and marrying Spencer. We moved to Pasadena on Chester, and I tried to act like things were normal until I ended up with toxemia due to the umbilical cord being wrapped around Corey's neck. Yes, I had named him already. What is supposed to be going to him is coming back to me, and it is poisoning my system. I am on bed rest again. My body is so sensitive. Touching me is painful. Corey is due July 28th, but his lungs are not developing as fast as the doctors like, and they are concerned that he is not getting enough oxygen. So we push the date out as far as possible, waiting for me to go into labor while putting me on oxygen to help allow his lungs to grow. When I finally went into labor, within 15 minutes of getting to the hospital, Corey was born. It is August 9th, 1990. Unfortunately, he has health problems due to the cord around his neck. It is the one time I am happy that each time I got pregnant, I stopped drinking. Although I was told to drink a glass of wine when I was pregnant with Rhett to help relax my body to try to stop the early contractions. They claimed they had gotten a tip that I had been drinking during my pregnancy. And one of the nurses swears she smelled alcohol on me when I came in. At which I said, then test me. Well, that test came back negative. I am so depressed. I'm excited about Corey, but I just can't get out of this gloom. Along with the emotional games Garrick is playing, I feel like I'm in a very dark place. I have to keep my kids together. This child has to survive. He is the only reminder of the bright star in my life who was no longer there, yet has given me a wonderful son to replace the child I killed. I dream away my days with thoughts of if I could redo it, I would have walked away and took the risk of Garrick keeping Rhett away from me like he threatened. But I didn't. I promised myself that my children staying together is more important to me than my own happiness. And I will be the perfect mother. Walking away from Spencer was the easy part. When you're in love with one man and living with another who knows it, it does not lead to a happy home. As much as I love my children, I cannot shake the doom I feel. No matter how hard I try, I drink more. I've attempted suicide more. Garrick's mother suggested to me that I should go to Alcoholics Anonymous. When I asked what did they do, she said she wasn't sure. I just assume alcoholics are people that drink a lot, and anonymous means you don't want people to know. So maybe they go there and drink and nobody knows. Why not? It will get me out the house. I went to a meeting on a Sunday night in 1991. It was a speakers meeting. I went back a couple of times and I met Millie, Derek, and Tony. I started to attend once a week. I didn't talk much, and one night Garrett came to pick me up, and he did not like the fact that there were so many men there and said I needed to stop going. So I did.